Welcome back to another video on the channel, where this time I'm talking about FIFA Women's World Cup round of 16 and the results, the matches they have been played a couple days ago at least, but I wanted to talk about those as well as the quarterfinals. They are about to begin, played on Friday and Saturday. Well, there were not that many surprises, at least for me, couple that maybe surprised me, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. What did you make of this round of 16 matches and the results? But now, starting with the Switzerland and Spain. Spain beat Switzerland 5-1, and I was really impressed how Spain played in this match, especially when you compare it that they lost to Japan 4-0 in the last match of the group stage. So maybe you could say that it was tactical decision to lose to Japan. I don't think so necessarily, but maybe Spain's road could be a bit easier. At least Switzerland may have been easier opponent for them compared to the Norway. And only goal for Switzerland, it actually was Godin's own goal. Unfortunate one there for Spain. But Aitana Bonmati, just amazing performance from her, proving why she's probably right now, I would say at least, the best female footballer in the world. And scored 2 goals. The last one of them, or latter one, it was just magical from her. As well as Redondo scored, Godina scored 2 other end as well, and Hermoso scored 5-1 for Spain. And they impressed, and certainly they looked better than their quarterfinal opponent Netherlands. How did the other team to qualify from Group C do in the round of 16? Well, it would be Japan, and they beat Norway 3-1. And Japan, they just continue to impress me in this tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if they could get to final and maybe win this tournament after all. And they are a bit of a dark horse to win. Maybe they are starting to become favorite to win this tournament. I would go even so far to say that. And they conceded a goal, something that they have not been used to in this tournament. Guro Reiten scored for Norway. Not enough though, because Engen's own goal started the game. And then also Japan, they scored twice when Shimizu and Miyazawa scored. Miyazawa from counter-attack that really killed the game at 81st minute. And Miyazawa 5 goals already in this tournament for Hinata Miyazawa. Just amazing tournament from her. And maybe she can score 6, 7, maybe more. But it's looking like she could win the goal scoring race in this tournament. Japan are going to face Sweden in the round of 16, so it should be an interesting match. I'm not really sure which country is going through, but Japan looking one of the top teams in this tournament right now. And speaking of the countries that maybe should be one of the top teams, but I'm not sure how impressed I was with their performance against South Africa. Talking about Netherlands, of course, they beat them 2-0. Chilrod scored an early goal there. Berenstein, a bit of a maybe mistake there by a goalkeeper. And if that mistake hadn't happened, it would maybe have been only 1-0 win for Netherlands. And defensively, they allowed Katlana quite many chances for South Africa there. And South Africa could have easily scored maybe 1 or 2 goals. So defensive side, they have to be better against Spain. That's not going to be an easy task, especially Spain looking to be, or they are seemingly a bit angry about that loss to Japan. So Netherlands, even though they beat South Africa 2-0, okay game from them, but they have to be defensively better. Then it was battle of the two giants after that match. So Sweden and United States meeting 0-0 match after the full time and extra time. And Sweden, they beat United States 5-4 on penalties, and it was dramatic match really. And I didn't expect it would be Rapinoe to miss from penalty spot in the penalty shootout. Of course, there were other misses as well, and I really thought United States, they had a couple chances to win this game in the penalty shootout. They could have won it there, but as well in the first 120 minutes of the match, or full time and extra time, they just had many chances, and I thought Sweden, they maybe were a bit too passive in this match. And against Japan that should be interesting, because Japan on the counterattacks they are doing just fine. So will Sweden just defend again against Japan? They certainly did in this match, and man of the match by far for me was Cesare Musovic for Sweden in goal. Just amazing saves. Lindsey Horan, for example, had one great chance for United States. And well, Sweden, some questions. They didn't really have all that many great chances in this match. But for USA, now probably I would think Rapinoe is going to retire. Vlatko Andonovski as a coach, I don't think he'll continue there. So what's next for USA? Some changes, I assume, but what's gonna happen? The two-time winners, or well, they won 2 times in a row. Now they are out already in the round of 16. Obviously, Sweden not an easy opponent, and they had chances. But now what's going to happen? It should be interesting to follow. One of the favorites, at least for me, was England, at least before their match against Nigeria. 4-2 match there after penalty shootout 0-0 after 120 minutes. And for England, well, should they be concerned? Maybe, because they didn't get all that many big chances. Nigeria hit the post couple of times, and well, in the penalty shootout they did great, but they are now also without Lauren James, because well, it really was a stupid red card from her, and well, sure, frustration, but now I believe she's gonna miss at least 1, maybe 2 games there, so that's gonna hurt England. And well, how they are gonna do against Colombia. Colombia, real surprise in this tournament for me. So England, how they did against Nigeria doesn't really fill me with confidence how they are going to do against Colombia. But well, they survived, you could say that. Of course, red card for their star player, not ideal. And Sarina Wiegman, I would think there are some questions after this match. Maybe some lineup changes, obviously. James getting red card, so there has to be some changes to the lineup, maybe to the tactics as well. The Matildas, so Australia, they met Denmark, and 2-0 match there for Australia. Ford and Hayley Russell scored, and not that much to talk about, at least for me, because I just thought Australia, they were better. Obviously they were efficient as well. In this match they didn't have all that many chances on goal, but they scored when they did. And Denmark, I really didn't that they created all that much threat to score in this match. So Australia pretty comfortably going through there. And of course, important thing, Sam Kerr is back, played in this match as well. So well, she should be an important option for them to the starting lineup against France. Colombia continue to be the real pleasant surprise for me in this tournament, as they beat Jamaica 1-0. Catalina Usme, their experienced striker, scoring the only goal after the great ball there from Ana Guzman. And well, Colombia, I thought they were maybe even closer to scoring their second rather than Jamaica scoring their first. And it showed that Jamaica, even though they got to round of 16, they were pretty one-dimensional, so great defensively, but after allowing that first goal, maybe a couple chances there, sure, but they were not having all that much going forward, and Colombia pretty defensively comfortable in this match. And finally, talking about France and Morocco, and France 4-0 win there. Obviously their last 2 matches scoring 10 goals against Panama and Morocco, so maybe not the best opponents to measure where they are right now, but I think they may be a bit underrated and have a chance to win this tournament. And certainly one player, Diani, scoring 1, getting 2 assists as well in this match, and she's hot right now, scoring goals and assists, so I'm really impressed what I'm seeing from her right now. Can Diani contribute against Australia in the quarterfinals? Well, I guess only time will tell, but it's looking good for France right now, and for her as well. And other than Diani, Dali scored a beautiful goal off the post and in, and Eugenie Le Sommer as well. Well, certainly the experienced striker. She's getting her game right now to where it probably should be, or at least she's scoring goals right now. So it's looking good for Herbert Renard's side right now. And facing Australia, it's not going to be an easy task. But seeing, the couple matches that I have seen from France and especially their attacking play, it may just be that their opponents have been Morocco and Panama, but I am impressed what I have seen from them. And Morocco, probably I feel this is maximum that they could have got out of this tournament, already getting out of their group ahead of Germany. That was very impressive for them. Getting to quarterfinals next, and there's 4 matches between Friday and Saturday, at least depending on the time zone where you are. But Spain against Netherlands, Japan against Sweden, those are the Friday matches. And my predictions, I don't know about the scorelines, but I would probably, right now, having seen the matches, go with Spain in that one against Netherlands. And Japan and Sweden, that's really tricky one for me because I liked, Musovic great for Sweden in goal. But Japan, they really have been impressive in this tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if that could go to extra time and penalty shootout, and maybe Sweden could prevail there. I'm still going with Japan. They have been really impressive, at least in my opinion, in this tournament. Then the Saturday matches, Australia and France, and can the Matildas continue in their host tournament? I would maybe say that it would be France to go through because I like the Hervé Renard's experience as coach. And I do think France, they could do something big in this tournament. They have never won or been in the final, if I remember correctly. Maybe they have been in the final, but they have never won the FIFA Women's World Cup. And the last match, England against Colombia. I think Colombia, it's been nice so far, but England, I do think they can get their game together after that match against Nigeria that did not go as planned. However, I do think Colombia against England, they may excel in that underdog part that they have, as well as England, that performance against Nigeria. There's certainly room for improvement, missing James as well. So Colombia, it wouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world if they indeed could beat England in that quarterfinal match. But those 4 matches, I can't wait for them. Those seem like great matchups, and there are no bad teams left in this tournament, that's for sure. But what are your thoughts about these round of 16 results? I really wasn't surprised about which countries would go through. Maybe the way which countries would go through, like England only beating Nigeria on penalty shootout, that was a bit surprising to me. But let me know your thoughts in the comments about these round of 16 results, as well as do you have any predictions for the quarterfinals, which countries would go through, and hit the like and subscribe for more football content, and have a nice day.